welcome back to Ask Nikki P. I'm going to jump into today's question. Hi Nikki, I really hope you can help. I've been with my boyfriend for 18 months. We live together and I love him a lot. The only problem is that we are completely different and have very few things in common. Do you think opposites attract? Do you think a relationship can work when two people are so different? Thank you. Okay, so there's a couple answers to this question. The first one is, I think it's really important that you ask yourself if you really want to be in a relationship with him. Because I could be like totally wrong, which has happened many times before, but it sounds like in the context of the email, it kind of sounded like you maybe don't want to be with him anymore. So that's something that you really should sit down and ask yourself. And I think it's really, really important for people to not feel pressure just like if they've made the choice to move in with someone, if they like regret it and want to move out, to not feel like, well, I already moved in with him. Bowser, don't. You know, I already moved in with him, so we have to get married or I have to stay in this relationship. You know, if you've made that choice to go in, you know, move in with someone and you're there and you're realizing like, oh no, like I don't like this person the way I thought I did. Like I love him as a person, but I can't be with him. Do not feel like a wimp or a baby to move out, because YOLO, you only live once, and as scary as that may seem to start over, or like you're letting people down, or almost like it's embarrassing because you made that decision, you have to back out. Everyone in life makes mistakes and does things that they're like, oh crap. So it's really not that embarrassing. And if people are gonna make you feel like, then just remind yourself over and over and over and over, everybody makes mistakes. So if they're doing that, it's probably more because of like what they're dealing with and they're like in themselves, and they're taking that out on you kind of. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, as far as people being different, I mean, dude, Dan and I are extremely different in terms of our personality. Now, we're very similar when it comes to our morals. You know, we were both raised the same. We have our morals and our beliefs separate of each other, which I've mentioned before in videos, is really nice because I know that even if like that day we like want to punch each other, we like hate each other's guts, it's like, we don't hate each other's guts, but you know what I mean? It's like we have the same beliefs regardless of each other. It's not contingent upon our relationship being in a good place at that time, because relationships go in seasons. That's just kind of the thing. Like you go through a little bit of time where you're like, this is kind of boring and the spark is kind of gone, and maybe you're like at each other's throat a little more, and then you go through seasons where you're like, oh, I just love you so much. And I think what is the most important through all of that is that if you are with someone, so like in our relationship, for example, like we're married, we made the decision before we got in, it was like, okay, I respect Dan as a person. Like I truly love and respect who he is. So even if we're fighting, it's like we have the same beliefs, the same morals, and I know like it's a season. So the point of that is, Dan and I have very, very different personalities. And if you guys have different personalities, that's okay. I think your morals and your beliefs are really important. And also, what was the other thing I was gonna say to that? Crap, the thought just went away. I hate that when the thought goes away. Ooh, very different from each other. It's there in my head and now it's gone. Oh, yes, and you asked if I think opposites attract. I definitely think opposites attract, because you're attracted to it because it's like, ooh, different, exciting. And the thing is too, like the longer Dan and I have been together, the more and more, like even though our personalities are very different and in some ways look even more different the longer we've been together, certain things like our senses of humor have gotten really similar. Like we like to laugh together. I don't know if I'm giving any answer to this question because I feel like I'm just talking a lot about like my relationship, but that's kind of the only thing I know how to compare it to. And I do know every relationship is different, and there's not really like one blanket statement that can just be thrown across all relationships. But I guess the general answer to your question is, I think it would be good to sit down and really think about what you want, and know that it's okay if you don't want to be with him anymore. And it would be hard and a little bit embarrassing feeling, but you don't have anything to feel embarrassed about, and you want to be honest with yourself. And like I said, it's important that whoever you are with, you, in my opinion, like I said, always different opinions are welcome down below, but in my opinion, I think it's really important that you share similar core values, like really important, because life gets hard, and life throws you curveballs, and people die, and kids are born, and kids die, and you lose houses, and you buy houses, and you get a new job, and you lose a job, and you want to make sure that through all of that, which can cause a lot of stress in the relationship, you see eye to eye on the important things in life. So, yeah, I hope that was somewhat of a formulated answer. I tried, but you'll be okay. I promise you'll be okay. Just sit down and be honest with yourself. Okay, so the Twitter question is, thoughts on Justin Bieber, please? This was actually sent to me by Cammie, who is currently kind of interning with us right now, so she's been doing work with Shayna and me, so she sent that in. So Cammie, my thoughts on Justin Bieber are, he's cute, and he makes good music, and I really liked his Beauty and a Beat song, or Beauty and the Beat, or Beauty and Beat. I don't know what it's called. That was a really good song. And yeah, I'm actually really interested to see what he does because he was so talented. But I don't really have an exciting answer to that question because I feel like I just went from talking about a serious topic to a question about Justin Bieber. Should I look up another question so I actually give an answer? Should I? Let's check this out. Twitter. Okay, someone said, what was your favorite subject in school? Okay, my favorite subject in school, I had two favorite subjects, history and English. And I don't know, I just have always liked those subjects a lot. Dan and I are actually watching Hell on Wheels. We were talking about that in the vlog channel, and it's like a Civil War drama, an AMC drama. So it's the same people that made like Breaking Bad and Walking Dead and Mad Men, and it's really, really good because I feel like I'm transported into a completely different time. So history, I really like history. I find it so interesting that you don't have to go very far back in time to see a time in life when people were living completely different lives. So it's very interesting to me. I'm just watching Bowser prowl. But anyways, send your messages to asknickyp.com, or don't forget, use the hashtag AskNikkiP, and I will see you all next time. Bye!
Want a sip of my tea? No, you're Yorkie. You don't get any tea. Okay. Alright. Hi guys, and welcome back to Ask Nikki P. I'm going to jump into today's email question with the help of Little Zoe. Hi. Okay.